feel like, you know what, I want to do so much today. It's such a big difference.
My experience with Pain Clinics of America was amazing.
Make sure your legs look and feel their best for summer. Call now to schedule a free fast-track consultation to find out how you can finally get rid of those embarrassing varicose and spider veins. Call 800-460-2211. 800-460-2211. That's 800-460-2211.
This is the news and talk of Texas.
820 AM, WBAP.
Fort Worth, Dallas.
99.5 FM, KPLX FM HD2 Fort Worth.
WBAP.com.
A Cumulus station.
It's 4 o'clock. I'm Eric Bushman, the WBAP Classic Buick GMC of Carrollton News Desk. Governor Abbott wants a second term. We'll have the story after a look at traffic and weather on the ones. At the ClassicChevrolet.com. Right now, traffic watch and Monty Cook.
Got the problem on 635 eastbound past MacArthur. That one taking away that right lane. Then on 635 westbound at Northwest Highway, HOV lane's taken away because of a wreck. Bush Turnpike westbound at Jupiter. That one's taken away the right lane. On I-20 eastbound at New York Avenue, they did get the problem off to the shoulder. Both sides of I-20 still pretty slow through that stretch. And a new one reported southbound I-35W around Garden Acres. WBAP right now, traffic watch. I'm Monty Cook.
If you're in the market for a truck, the time to buy is now at Classic Chevrolet. Save 25% off the MSRP on new 2017 Texas Edition crew cabs. That's 1/4 off the list price on Texas Edition crews. ClassicChevrolet.com. Find new roads.
The WBAP forecast with WFAA TV meteorologist Kyle Roberts.
Any showers or storms that we've had out there today will come to a close as we head into the overnight hours. So no rain, no storms tonight, just mostly clear. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s first thing for your Saturday. Saturday, once again, rain chance. Scattered showers and storms possible during the day. Will not be a washout, but there will likely be some rain out there. Highs will be in the mid-90s. East winds at about 5 to 10. Almost the exact same forecast for your Sunday.
It is mostly cloudy, 98 degrees at DFW Airport with a light rain shower that is just parked right over downtown Dallas. This news brought to you by Allen Gun Show. Governor Greg Abbott has announced he will run for re-election. Abbott spoke this afternoon in San Antonio, touting his accomplishments so far in his first term. Today marks the 4th anniversary of when Abbott announced his intentions on running in the 2012 race. 2014 race rather. He went on to defeat State Senator Wendy Davis of Fort Worth. No word on any potential Democrats Abbott could face if he makes it through the Republican primary. Days before the Texas legislature addresses several bills related to transgender people in Texas, LGBT groups are speaking out against a special session. Chase Strangio with the ACLU says politicians are using transgender legislation as a form of political posturing.
They are hell-bent on using transgender children and adults as scapegoats to push their extremist political ideology. They are trying to score political points with lie and scare tactics.
The proposed bathroom bill would only allow a person to use a restroom specific to the gender on their birth certificate. The battle to repeal and replace Obamacare is reaching a critical point as Senate leadership scrambles to get enough votes. Correspondent Stacey Cohen.
A new version aimed at appeasing critics was unveiled, but two Republicans, Maine Senator Susan Collins and Kentucky Senator Rand Paul, are already planning to vote against it.
Our promise to the American people was that we would repeal Obamacare. Now it looks like we're voting, if this bill goes through, we're voting to keep Obamacare.
Just one more no vote will send Republicans back to the drawing board. In Washington, I'm Stacey Cohen reporting.
And two cousins face murder charges in the disappearance of 4 Pennsylvania men, as we hear from correspondent Steve Kastenbaum.
Cosmo DiNardo and his cousin Sean Kratz were charged with several counts of criminal homicide, conspiracy, abuse of a corpse, and other charges. Bucks County DA Matthew Weintraub explained why he entered into a deal in exchange for DiNardo's confession.
As a result of an agreement that I decided to make with Cosmo DiNardo, we were able to also secure Jimmy Patrick's body and bring him home.
He said the 4 men were killed after drug deals that went bad, and DiNardo burned 3 of the bodies with Kratz's help in a metal tank they called the pig roaster before burying the remains. I'm Steve Kastenbaum.
Texas possessed closing numbers on Wall Street. The Dow up 85 points, NASDAQ up 38, the S&P 500 up by 11. Again, the high today 97. It is 96 degrees at 4:04. This news also brought to you by Dallas Gold and Silver. Rick Roberts continues next from the WBAP Newsroom. I'm Eric Bushman.
This is the news and talk of Texas. Now, it's the Rick Roberts Show on 820 AM, 99.5 FM, HD2, News Talk 820, WBAP.
I know there's got to be a few 100 million more like me, just trying to keep it free. Yeah.
Rick Roberts starts right now.
Rob Carson filling in for Rick Roberts. It is a blessing and a gift to be here. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I'm on WBAP. Mom, are you listening? Mom, I'm on BAP. Come on now. We got one more hour, and as much as I have told my producers, my brilliant, glorious producers, I want to stay on till midnight. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Would love to, but unfortunately I cannot. You guys are the best. Here's the number, guys, 800-288-WBAP, 800-288-9227. After the bottom of the hour, I got a buddy of mine named Toto. And he's a guy who's a conservative movie reviewer. And we're going to talk about some of the box office this weekend. It looks pretty damn good. It looks good this weekend. You got the new Planet of the Apes movie, which I know looks kind of But no, it's getting great reviews. I always follow Rotten Tomatoes. I like RottenTomatoes.com. If you don't follow it, it's a distillation of movie reviews. You got some things this weekend that I think are going to be really cool. And finally, I think the summer box office is going to start rocking instead of sucking. You've got War for the Planet of the Apes this weekend. You got The Big Sick. That's a romantic comedy. Looks good. You've got Spider-Man Homecoming, which I know it's a franchise, but it's great. And then Baby Driver. Have you seen Baby Driver? Oh, I want to see this movie. Baby Driver. We'll explain that when he gets on the show. I'm excited about seeing movies this weekend. So we'll talk to Toto about movies after the bottom of the hour. I like seeing movies. I had mentioned earlier that DeRay McKesson, he's a Black Lives Matter activist. His signature, some people have signatures that are kind of stupid. Andy Rooney, when he was alive, it was his eyelashes. There's some people who have Scott Bolton, former U.S. ambassador to the United States, has that big old sheepdog mustache. Okay, yeah, when it maybe DeRay McKesson wears a blue vest. What he didn't realize is that the original main character in Planet of the Apes wore a blue vest, and he immediately assumed because this character had a blue vest on, and this is very much, I'm thinking that DeRay McKesson might want to go after people who work at Walmart because they wear blue vests too. So maybe DeRay McKesson, while he was saying that the Planet of the Apes movie is all about him, making fun of him, maybe he needs to go after Walmart because people have been wearing blue vests there forever. Anyway, Whoopi went after DeRay McKesson because DeRay McKesson thought that maybe the creators of the Planet of the Apes, so funny, Planet of the Apes, were going after him because he wears a blue vest. Here's Whoopi.
Prominent Black Lives Matter activist DeRay McKesson accused filmmakers of personally mocking him by dressing up an ape in a blue vest, which he's been known to wear. DeRay,
yes.
You need to go back and watch the 1968 original and check out what the apes were wearing.
Yeah, okay, so it was a big deal. Apparently, the original ape and Planet of the Apes. This guy is so twisted and hate. It's so funny that BLM and some of these people on the left, everything's about them. They're very narcissistic people. And so I would say that I would be embarrassed not only to say that this hundreds of millions of dollars movie, to say that they went after DeRay McKesson as a BLM protester is, first of all, ridiculous. But even worse, as DeRay McKesson, I'd be embarrassed to know that you've been dressing like the character and not even knowing it. I mean, it's spectacular. It's just spectacular. A little while ago, we talked to Dana Lash, who lives in Dallas, and gosh darn it, I admire you so much, Dana, and I think you're listening. I know you live in Dallas, and I greatly appreciate it. It was an honor to have you on the show. There was a march going on, 2 marches in Washington, D.C., because of a PSA she did for the NRA. It was great to have you on. And I think that a lot of these anti-whatever protests are going to fall flat on their faces. and it's fairly obvious. But it was really great to have you on. We will feature the podcast, by the way. We will feature the podcast on this glorious radio station and this glorious website. Now, we have a bunch of stuff to get to. Got to talk about movies. I don't know if you knew this. George Bush and Bill Clinton were in town yesterday. They were talking about all sorts of stuff. They're interesting folks. I'd love to sit down and have a beer with both of them, to be quite honest. They were asked about the qualities that you might need as the president of the United States. George Bush, quick and right to the point. Bill Clinton, of course, a little bit larger. Here it is.
What do you think it takes for somebody who says, I want to be president, I want to be like you, I want to be like you?
Humility. I think it's really important to know what you don't know and listen to people who do know what you don't know.
Okay, there's Hillary Clinton. Jesus. Here is George Bush's response. Humility. There you go. Here is Bill Clinton's response.
I also think you have to begin with the end in mind. That is, you have to say, yeah, you got to win the election. But
boy.
Why in the heck are you running? That's the other thing I noticed about him. When he ran for governor against Ann Richards, he didn't say Ann Richards is a klutz. He said, I want to be governor because I want to do 1, 2, 3 things. A couple of them I didn't agree with, but he had an agenda. If you want to be president, realize it's about the people, not about you.
And it's about how many you can nail in the Oval Office.
And when it's over, and that's what a lot of these people who are real arrogant in office, they forget.
Wow.
Time passes. And it passes more quickly than you know.
All right, so that's what happened yesterday with the president. Of course, George Bush. Humility. Bill Clinton, not so much. We've got much more to get to. We're going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about some local stories as well. My name is Rob Carson. You are listening to News Talk 820 WBAP.
Here's your WBAP Right Now Traffic Watch. Got some problems on the tollway. This report is sponsored by Jerry's GMC. Tollway southbound Trinity Mills, that one taking away the left lane. Then on the tollway southbound at I-35E, the right lane blocked off because of a crash. 635 eastbound at MacArthur, that one's still there in the right lane. You've got one on westbound, 635 at Northwest Highway. Now it's got the HOV and left lanes taken away. Wreck on I-30 eastbound approaching Beckley. It looks like that one's still taking away the right lane. There's also one on the Bush Turnpike westbound at Jupiter, and in Fort Worth southbound I-35W around Garden Acres. Watch out for a crash. The red tags are out on over 500 vehicles at Jerry's GMC. Click on jerrysgmc.com. Come get big red savings at Jerry's GMC in Weatherford. They are professional grade. With the WBAP Right Now Traffic Watch, I'm Monty Cook.
Okay, Monday morning is a special day, and especially close to you, sir.
Yes, because we're at the Big 12 Media Days.
Yeah.
At the brand new Star that Jerry built for us.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I mean the Frisco. Well, anyway, we'll be there.
And we get to talk TCU football.
Hey, remember, Mac Brown don't coach at Texas anymore. Don't go looking for him again.
The Big 12. It's all about that Monday morning.
Yeah.
Glad to do it. Fun times with Brian and Hal. We'll see you at 5 o'clock Monday morning on WBAP.
Coach Rodriguez here talking about my new home team, TexasDirectAuto.com. It's a home run every time.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML Mortgage Banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
You know, a lot of folks have coins passed down to them and have no idea what they're worth or really what to do with them. That's where the experts at Dallas Gold and Silver can help you make the most informed decision. Brian Estridge here with coin and bullion expert Mike McKee. Mike?
Hey, Brian, that's right. I've been in the coin industry for more than 30 years, and at Dallas Gold and Silver, we offer the expertise for free. Don't waste your time on eBay or online coin sites. Come and see me and our staff of experts at Dallas Gold and Silver. We are here to help.
And Mike, they need to make sure to ask for you at the new flagship store at Preston and LBJ. Find all of the original locations at dgsc.com.
Graduating from high school is a big deal for a lot of young people, and the folks at the Texans Can Academies knows that. That's what they do. They get kids a high school diploma. With your help of a donation of a car or a truck, running or not, call 972-274-5437. They'll give you a $50 Visa gift card or a pair of tickets to an upcoming Texas Ranger home game just for the help. Go online, carsforkids.org. It's the Texans Can Academies. Remember to write off the car and not the kid.
Today, you brushed your teeth. You skipped the floss. You combed your hair. You took the train. You did the crossword. You missed 22 across. You went to work. You had a meeting. You ate your lunch. You had another meeting. You wondered, how is anyone supposed to get any work done around here with so many meetings? You left the office. You took the train. You ate your dinner. You brushed your teeth. You did all the things that one normally does the day before a brutal EF5 tornado rips through town, leaving 30,000 people without power. You never know when the day before is the day before. Prepare for tomorrow at ready.gov/today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Rain, ice, hail, tornadoes, or just some good old sunshine. When it's weather, Brad Barton is all over it. News Talk 820, WBAP, WBAP.com.
Come on, it's Friday, baby. Yeah. Thank you for listening, guys. Do appreciate it. My name is Rob Carson, filling in for Rick Roberts. It is a blessing and a gift, and it's my gift to you. If you're cooking this weekend, you're smoking meat this weekend, I put up my baby back ribs video on my Facebook page at Rob Carson Show, also at Twitter at Rob Carson. If you like barbecue, you might enjoy that. Whatever I can do to pay back this glorious opportunity to be on this radio station. Oh, my goodness. Going to be talking to Christian Toto. He's a conservative movie reviewer. We're going to talk to him a little bit after the bottom of the hour, see what's at the box office. There's some good stuff at the box office, guys. There's some good stuff coming up. There's some good stuff happening. Some interesting stories that I'll share with you. Did you see the handshake in the goodbye by Donald Trump with First Lady of France, Brigitte Macron, who, by the way, is a very attractive older woman. Thank you very much. Apparently, when they were leaving today, did you see this? And I know I heard the morning show talking about it a little while ago. Trump used apparently very extended handshakes. He's into the handshake. Maybe is this a power thing? I don't know. I don't care. I like when I meet people, I have a good strong. I make sure to have not an overbearing, but a good strong handshake. And he apparently kind of got into a tug of war with both of them. I thought this was interesting. Melania Trump stood off to the side as the interaction went down. Brigitte Macron grabbed Melania's hand after Donald just wouldn't let go. We heard the other day, there was a story the other day, he said something like, people were saying that he said, well, you're very, I don't know what the attractive or whatever and all that. And apparently, Emmanuel Macron also patted and brushed Donald Trump on the back several more times for good measure. I think Donald Trump was just like saying to the First Lady of France, I don't want to go back to the U.S. I mean, honestly, the crap that I'm going through, I really don't want to go back. Hey, can I just hang here? Can I just hang here? Anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. This is interesting too. Let me ask you this. We all enjoy, not all of us, I should say, but some of us enjoy a glass of vino, a beverage. I mentioned earlier, we're not going to talk about the Russians. If you want to have a Stolichnaya while you listen to the show, please do. I get funnier and better looking by the drink. 73% of Democrats would give up alcohol for life for Trump's impeachment. I love this. 73% of Democrats would give up drinking for the rest of their lives if it led to the impeachment of Donald Trump. An organization that's a drug and alcohol rehab group, Detox is called. They would give it up, according to this group. Donald Trump has driven many Democrats to drink. I love it. This is so good. 17% of Republicans would do the same. Okay? Democrats would put a high monetary value on a Trump impeachment, with most saying they would accept a minimum $4,700 to give up alcohol for a year, $365,000 to give it up for life. That's funny. That is funny. 21% identified as Republican. 43% identified as Democrats in the survey. 36% identified as other. What would you give up drinking for politically? What would you give up? Oh, giving up alcohol for life. I enjoy. The only thing I drink, and by the way, occasionally a beer. The only thing I drink, and that's very girly of me, it's Chardonnay. I know, I drink. Don't go, come on. It doesn't make me any less of a man. I go to the men's room, I have a penis. All right, so don't even try to go there. That's what you're saying right now. Hey, man, he drinks Chardonnay. What the hell's wrong with that boy? No, I drink Chardonnay. My wife and I drink Chardonnay. We drink it out of the box. We drink Franzia. We drink Franzia. I hate to admit it, but I drank Franzia out of the box. What politically would you give up drinking for life? You want to comment on it? 800-288-WBAP, 1-800-288-9227. What would you give up? Drinking for life politically. You would have said a year ago, I would have said I'll give up drinking for life if Hillary Clinton will drop out of the ever running for office, if the Clintons would never be politically involved in the country. That was solved by the election. She done. All right, she's done. Put a fork in her. What else would I give up drinking for politically? I actually kind of like this president. I think he's doing a pretty damn good job. I love the fact that he's stirring things up and he's pissing people off, and he's doing most of what I expected him to do. Nancy Pelosi's nearing the end of her tenure. She's no longer effective, so I wouldn't give up drinking for Nancy Pelosi. Harry Reid's gone. There were years ago I would have said, yeah, Harry Reid, goodbye. I'll give up drinking. Yeah. There's really not anybody else that Bernie Sanders, he's saying he might run in 2020. He's really old. I don't think he's much of a chance. I don't know. There's really not anything politically that I would give up my delicious glass of Chardonnay for. Yes, I drink Chardonnay. It's very embarrassing. Oh, latest. And you'll notice I'm not talking about Russia today. And if you want to, by the way, I have a line of politically incorrect garb. It is at Conservatees, or no, actually it's tpublic.com, teepublic.com, Conservatees. I have a couple of Russian pieces up there. One of them is Russia, with Jan Brady. I'll put that on my Facebook page at Rob Carson Show. Now on Twitter at Rob Carson. A news story, Republican operative committed suicide just days after telling a Wall Street Journal reporter that he was trying to obtain Hillary Clinton's missing emails. 81-year-old Peter Smith spoke to the Wall Street Journal in May. He killed himself. This is a non-story. It's a non-story. He was near the clinic. He's being treated at in Minnesota. You'd like to think maybe this is a big controversy that Republicans being assassinated. This was not the case. Now, coming up, we're going to talk about movies, great movies this weekend, and then some, I think, you're going to enjoy really fun stuff before the end of the show. The number here, 800-288-WBAP, 800-288-9227. My name is Rob Carson. You are listening to News Talk 820 WBAP.
The news cycle never stops.
And neither do we. Healthcare bill push continues.
This legislation will put American healthcare back on a path toward more freedom, more choices, and more affordability for working families.
Mitch McConnell needs 50 votes, and he only has 52 Republicans available, and there are already 2 that have said they can't support the bill.
Around the clock, 24/7 coverage. Here, News Talk 820. WBAP.com.
It's time to clear the decks. The Dallas Summer Boat Expo is back, and all 2017 models must go. Bring the family out to Dallas Market Hall and save thousands July 20th through 23rd. Take advantage of these dealer incentives now before they're gone. With over 20 North Texas dealers, you're sure to find the perfect boat. Don't miss the free admission on Thursday and Friday. Dallas Summer Boat Expo at Market Hall, July 20th through 23rd. Visit DallasBoatExpo.com for more details.
It's time to join the millions of people using Zoom video conferencing. Turn any size conference room, huddle room, or executive office into a Zoom room with flawless HD video, crystal clear audio, and instant wireless sharing. It'll even work with your existing hardware. Start your meetings with a single touch or use Zoom's new voice command feature. Hey Zoom, start meeting. Huddle happy. Visit Zoom.us to set up your free Zoom room trial today. That's Zoom.us. Zoom video conferencing.
If you can't seem to stay ahead of your bills, then this message is for you. How would you like to have a large portion of your credit card debt, medical bills, and department store debt forgiven? National Credit Card Relief would like to give you free information on a proven debt forgiveness program. This program has been used by thousands to legally forgive millions in unsecured debt. It's not bankruptcy. It's not consolidation. This special program actually wipes clean the portion of your debt that is forgiven from what you owe your creditors. Call for free information and get all your questions answered in the first free call. The more you owe, the more you can save. If you have at least $10,000 or more in credit card bills, this debt forgiveness program can be very effective. Call for free information and find out more now. 800-375-1175. There is no cost or obligation for the information. Don't wait. Call 800-375-1175. That's 800-375-1175. Get your debt problem solved. Call 800-375-1175 today.
My legs were awful. I always felt uncomfortable and self-conscious.
I had never been real happy about the spider veins in my ankles and my legs.
I started noticing fatigue in my leg.
I was so self-conscious. Then I went to Vein Clinics of America.
It's time to love your legs again. Vein Clinics of America is the oldest, largest, most experienced vein treatment center in the U.S. Using state-of-the-art laser and minimally invasive treatments, they can begin restoring the natural beauty of your legs in as little as 1 hour with no downtime, and most treatments are covered by insurance.
I found the Vein Clinics of America and look at my legs now.
You just feel like, you know what, I want to do so much today. It's such a big difference.
My experience with Vein Clinics of America was amazing.
Make sure your legs look and feel their best for summer. Call now to schedule a free fast-track consultation to find out how you can finally get rid of those embarrassing varicose and spider veins. Call 800-460-2211. 800-460-2211. That's 800-460-2211.
Okay, no more excuses on getting that kitchen looking the way that you want, because my friends at Gerald Appliance Company have an offer now through the end of August that you're going to love. Brian Estridge here, and receive $1,000 instant savings on any Sub-Zero built-in style refrigerator at the Gerald Company. Wow, $1,000 on the ultimate fridge, and as a bonus, replace your dishwasher with a new Asco dishwasher and get $100 instant savings on that dishwasher. Both of these brands are state-of-the-art, and you rarely see these kinds of deals. Gerald Appliance Company is not the same old stuff you see in the big box stores, and they're going to help you from inception to installation. Be sure to take advantage of $1,000 instant savings on any Sub-Zero built-in style fridge and $100 instant savings on an Asco dishwasher before the end of August. See Gerald for all the details for this fantastic promotion. Visit them near SMU Boulevard in Dallas, also inside of Stacy's Furniture in Grapevine, and online anytime at geraldco.com. That's JARRELLco.com.
It's 4:30. I'm Eric Bushman, the WBAP Classic Buick GMC of Carrollton News Desk. Governor Abbott asking for a second term. We'll have the story after a look at traffic and weather on the ones. At theclassicchevrolet.com, right now traffic watch and Monty Cook.
Got a new problem now on the northbound side of I-35E, right around Woodall Rogers. Looks like a wreck there taking away that left lane. Problem remains on the tollway southbound at Trinity Mills. That one's blocking the left lane. On 635 westbound at Northwest Highway, the looks like HOV and two left lanes are now blocked off because of a crash there. On I-30 eastbound around Beckley, right lane's blocked off. And southbound I-35W around Garden Acres, that one's still stacking things up solid all the way back to I-20. WBAP Right Now Traffic Watch, I'm Monty Cook.
There's now 2 ways to save thousands on a new 2017 Traverse at Classic Chevrolet. Just simply take 20% off the list price or pick 0% financing for 72 months. Choose what works best for your new Traverse. ClassicChevrolet.com. Find new roads.
The WBAP forecast, mostly clear tonight with a low 79 degrees. It is mostly cloudy, 98 degrees at DFW Airport. This news brought to you by the Gerald Company. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has announced his re-election intentions to win a second term as governor of Texas. Abbott spoke in San Antonio on this, the 4th anniversary of a San Antonio event where he unveiled his original gubernatorial run. No word on any potential Democratic opponents, assuming Abbott is unchallenged in the Republican primary. Senator John Cornyn expects to start debate on the Senate's health care bill next week, but says if holding together the Republican votes necessary to do so, it's going to be a nail-biter, no question. During an interview in Austin, he called the GOP-backed plan to repeal and replace the Obama administration's health care law, quote, probably the most difficult piece of legislation we've ever had to deal with. First responders who helped the city of Rowlett recover after a tornado devastated the area in December of 2015 are being honored tomorrow night. Rowlett Strong's Steve Walker says first responders from over 50 cities, some as far away as in Oklahoma, came to the city to render aid. He says each department will receive a special reward at the gala.
We do have a nice plaque that we're going to award to the police and fire departments, and it's made from tornado wood, which was collected from the debris after the tornado.
He says they also plan on creating a foundation that can help a first responder in need. You can find out how to purchase tickets for the gala at WBAP.com. Texas business closing numbers on Wall Street. The Dow up 85 points, NASDAQ up 38, the S&P 500 up by 11. Again, the low tonight, 79. It is 98 at 4:33. Rick Roberts continues next. From the WBAP Newsroom, I'm Eric Bushman.
For breaking news delivered right to your phone, text WBAP to 68683.
News Talk 820, WBAP, WBAP.com.
What the hell? It's 98 degrees at 4:43. That is wrong. It is wrong. Hello, Rob Carson filling in for Rick Roberts. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. What a blessing to be on this radio station. And Rick Roberts, get well, my brother. I'm filling in today for Rick. The number here, 800-288-WBAP, 800-288-9227. I'm going to join Christian Toto. He is I just love Christian. He is a conservative Hollywood insider, and he talks about movie reviews. There's some good stuff actually showing. Good stuff showing at the box office this weekend. 73% of Democrats would give up alcohol for Trump's impeachment for life. Do we still have Sabrina? Does she want to? She dropped. All right, never mind. Here's the deal. Don't be dropping on me. 73% of Democrats would give up alcohol for Trump's impeachment. I'll ask Christian real quick. Christian, are you a drinker? Do you enjoy some wine every once in a while?
Once in a while.
Right.
I'd like to do a smidge more if I could.
Now, let me ask you, what would you give up politically if you would never have another glass of wine again? What would you give up for something political? Some people say that they would do it for 73% of Democrats say for Trump's impeachment, they'd never touch the juice again. Anything politically that you'd say, I won't ever touch wine again.
I think if they got rid of the word woke or if political correctness went away, I could stay sober the rest of my life.
All right. Christian, I got to tell you, brother, and thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate what you do. Hollywood and Toto is a great website. You get great interviews. I love your insight. You have a conservative take on what's happening in politics. This looks like maybe a sucky summer beginning to not suck so much.
That's well said, and I agree. Yeah, there's been a lot of bad films this year, a lot.
Yeah.
And I love the summer movie season. I mean, I don't care if they're dumb, as long as they're fun, as long as the explosions work. I'm there. But boy, the movies like Transformers, The Last Night, I wanted to scratch my eyes out. It was awful.
Oh, dude, these are weekends that I go, why in the hell, of all the things you could do for a living, movie reviewer? It's just got to, dear God in heaven. Now, there are some great things. War for the Planet of the Apes. Now, listen, a beaten down franchise. Listen, there are some franchise over and done. Put a fork in it. It sounds like War for the Planet of the Apes pretty good.
It is pretty good. And this is one of the more sturdy franchises. We've only had 3. So you haven't had like a gazillion of them to get bored with it yet. But each one has been smart, interesting, thoughtful. I think the big problem with the third film is that it's all about how evil humans are, and the apes are just trying to get along, and we just want to wipe them out. And it just seems kind of even too dark for our time, frankly. But if you push that aside, it's a little bit heavy, but there's good action. The special effects are insane. How they create these ape-like creatures is amazing, and some good storytelling, especially the last third of the movie. So I definitely recommend it. It's a little overhyped right now, but it's solid movie. And
Woody Harrelson, kind of a little comeback on this movie?
Yeah, he's really the only star of any consequence here. He's playing a character. He's so like Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now. They should have just named him Colonel Kurtz. I mean, it's just that much of an homage. But he's a fine actor. I mean, who'd have thunk it after Cheers that he was going to be the standout star? I mean, I know Ted Danson has done some good things since then, but he really is a fine actor. A little bit eccentric in his personal life sometimes. Some of his quotes are a little bit wacky, but on screen, I have no problem with him.
I saw that Baby Driver. Guys, it's got a 96 on Rotten Tomatoes. That opened about a week ago. This is a movie that kind of looks to me like Get Shorty meets Pulp Fiction. It just looks cool, and it's getting a great... Tell me about Baby Driver. I know you've seen this, dude, and I know it's been out for a week, but why is it good to see?
A couple of reasons. One is, it looks like all style and no substance, but it's not. It's actually kind of a sweet love story. It's got some good performances, smart dialogue. But also, it's got great music. There are some good action sequences, which I believe are all done with real effects, not CGI. So it has that sort of old school look to it. And also got a great cast, including Kevin Spacey and Jamie Foxx. So for all those reasons, I really recommend it. The last third, it kind of loses its way a bit. It doesn't kind of wrap up in epic fashion, but a very enjoyable movie. And it's getting praised for all the right reasons.
Spider-Man, it looks like it maybe has had a comeback. You'd think of all the franchises that Spider-Man's done, that maybe it's over. Tell me about Spider-Man Homecoming, why it's good. My son saw it, and he's 17 and a half years old. He said it was kind of a cool reinvention of a franchise that had, you thought were kind of over. What'd you think of it, dude?
Yeah, that's a good description. It's a younger Spider-Man. Tom Holland is a British actor doing a pretty cool American accent. And it's funny. It's got lots of scenes in high school. It really does feel like a young man just discovering his superpowers. And, of course, you got Michael Keaton as the bad guy. He plays the Vulture. And I've got a little bit of problem with his role, and I don't think the action sequences are as great as a superhero movie should. kind of put out there. But overall, it's enjoyable, and it does feel like a successful reboot.
It isn't lost in CGI. Is it lost in CGI, buddy?
Maybe some of the action sequences a little bit, but the thing that works for the movie is that it has humor and heart, and you really care about the characters, and you're laughing a lot. This is actually funnier than most big screen comedies, so it's kind of a bonus.
Well, I noticed that Christian Toto, by the way, Christian Toto, HollywoodandToto.com. I noticed that with the trailer that I saw, it looked like Spidey had gotten back his youthful sense of humor, and I appreciated that, because honestly, it's going to take a while for me to come back to Spider-Man. There's so many movies, damn it. I'm just so done with some of the franchises. Wonder Woman, just want to real quick. Wonder Woman was a pretty big box office draw this summer. For those who haven't seen it, would you recommend going to see Wonder Woman as the summer proceeds here? What do you think, man?
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's a very successful transition from the really mediocre Suicide Squad and also Batman versus Superman. Now this is DC getting it right. Again, it's the humor, it's the characters, it's the storytelling. It's all better this time around. And Gal Gadot is, not just drop dead beautiful. She's really talented. She's funny, she's charming, and she is convincing as a kick butt heroine.
I love it. Now, I know you haven't seen The Big Sick. This is kind of the rom-co, the romantic comedy of the summer. It looks very intriguing. It's getting a 97% from Rotten Tomatoes. What have you heard about The Big Sick, this romantic comedy, this rom-com for the summer?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. One, I've heard not a syllable negative about it. I've heard nothing but praise. And it kind of across the board, liberals, conservatives, not that it's a political movie, but sometimes liberals will get a little bit too sort of aggressive in their cheerleading. But everything I hear, it's based on a true story, too. So there's a little bit of sort of sweetness to it there. But it has been forever since we've had a really charming, wonderful, big screen romance. They just don't make them anymore. They got too cute. They got too sort of sexually aggressive. And I just think we kind of lost our way. And this one might be kind of a return to form, which I'd love to see.
We did have La La Land. La La Land, not a romantic comedy, but a glorious, glorious throwback to old Hollywood romance, and just glorious. I've seen it 50 times. It's spectacular.
I love it too, and I think what epitomizes that movie is there's a scene where they're slowly reaching and touching each other's hands in the theater. I believe that's the scene.
Yes.
And I thought, wow, they don't do that. This is courtship. This is two people falling in love slowly and beautifully. And today it's all about friends with benefits and who's hooking up with whom. And I'm not an old, I'm not against that per se, but it's something refreshing and sweet to see something a little bit more old-fashioned.
And then that dance scene at dusk, dear God in heaven.
Yeah.
Christian Toto, great to have you on, my brother. Where can my friends find you online?
You can visit me at HollywoodInToto.com, and also I have the weekly Hollywood in Toto podcast. Comes out this Friday. I'm putting the finishing touches on it right now.
You own it, dude. You own it. I love what you do. Christian, have a glorious weekend, my friend. I'm going to go see some movies. All right? Take care of yourself. All right, HollywoodInToto.com. My name is Rob Carson. You are listening to News Talk 820 WBAP. Stick around.
Here's a WBAP Right Now traffic watch on the tollway southbound approaching Trinity Mills. That one's still there, taking away the left lane. And a wreck on 635 westbound approaching Northwest Highway. Not only is the HOV and left lane taken away, but they had that right lane blocked off earlier. So still a big mess on the approach there. And your onlooker slow eastbound back into the high 5. I-20 eastbound approaching Matlock, you've got a wreck. Also on I-30 eastbound at Cooks Lane. That one blocking the two left lanes. And southbound on I-35W around Garden Acres. That one's still slowing you back to I-20. With WBAP Right Now Traffic Watch, I'm Monty Cook.
Mark Levin.
Trey Gowdy was all worked up, was on Fox, really digging it into Donald Trump Jr., and I haven't heard a damn thing from the guy today about Loretta Lynch and her Russian lawyer. That's right, her Russian lawyer.
Mark Levin.
5 to 8.
News Talk 820.
WBAP.
Do you suffer from knee and joint pain, painful osteoarthritis, or neuropathy? When it comes to your health, you want a doctor's office and doctor you can trust. Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Corey, MD. Not all doctor's offices are the same. At the Neuropathy and Pain Centers of Texas, we specialize in offering you the very latest in state-of-the-art healthcare advancements to relieve and treat your pain. If you are tired of living with the pain, don't give up. Find out more information on types of treatments such as stem cell regenerative therapy. Call 844-535-5090 today. That's 844-535-5090 and schedule a free no-obligation consultation or go to stopmykneepain.com. The Neuropathy and Pain Centers of Texas has locations throughout DFW. We can help.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether to purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML Mortgage Banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Finding great candidates to hire can be, well, like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is different. It doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them. With its powerful technology, ZipRecruiter distributes your job everywhere it needs to be to find the right candidates. In fact, over 80% of jobs on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just one day. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
Used by businesses of all sizes, ZipRecruiter offers the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/talk. That's ZipRecruiter.com/talk for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/talk.
Covering the Metroplex 24/7. News at the top and bottom of every hour. Breaking stories at once.
News Talk 820.
WBAP.
WBAP.com.
WBAP.com.
Rob Carson filling in for Rick Roberts. He's not feeling well today. Rick, get well, my brother. It is an honor and a privilege to be on this radio show. Okay. By the way, I'm online all over the place. I do a syndicated comedy. I also do a radio show around the country and live Facebook video podcast every night. If you're on Facebook, got a couple places. If you wouldn't mind checking out on Facebook, Rob Carson Show. That's officially the Facebook page of my show. Then also I do a live Facebook video podcast every night at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. It is Deplorables Radio. Deplorables Radio. For those of you who don't know, I'm a broadcaster, nationally syndicated comedy writer, written for Rush Limbaugh for a very long time. I'm going to share, before I go, if you don't know, because I had a couple emails like, you wrote for Rush Limbaugh? Really? Prove it. I'm going to share with you in a moment here some of the things I've done for Rush. And, you know, it's not meant to be a flashback. It's just meant, it's kind of fun. I worked with Rush for a number of years until Kit Carson passed away a couple of years ago. And Rush was the guy who let me really kind of grow from a 22-year-old kid into a nationally syndicated comedy writer. And it's cool. It's cool. So I might share a couple little fun bits here before we leave. 73% of Democrats would give up alcohol for their life if Donald Trump was impeached, which makes perfect sense because Donald Trump is driving Democrats to drink. So I asked the question, what politically would get you to give up drinking for life? Bobby in Dallas. Bobby, you've been holding. Welcome to News Talk 820 WBAP. What would you give up drinking for, brother?
Well,
it's not that I would give up drinking, but if you would put Hillary in office, and I'll give up my sobriety.
You would give up your sobriety. You would start drinking. You would give up sobriety. Well, I hate to tell you this, brother. You're going to be sober the rest of your life.
Oh, that's actually good news.
All right, bro.
Mental libtardation just really gets my goat.
How long you been sober, brother?
I've been sober for a long time. I mean, I've never had a problem. I just decided to stop drinking.
All right, bro. Thanks for the call. All right. Very good, very good, very good, very good. All right. You know, I've got so much to get to, and I just don't. I'll go ahead and play some comedy. Can I do that? Would you mind? Again, I'm on Facebook at Rob Carson Show, on Twitter at Rob Carson. Check him out. And I do a nightly Facebook video podcast at Deplorables Radio. So y'all are wondering, who's this guy? Claims he writes for Rush Limbaugh. Really? I'll play a couple of bits that I did for Mr. Limbaugh. Here you go.
Everybody I know is being treated for something.
Do you feel left out?
My best buddy is bipolar. My kids have ADHD. My wife has adult anxiety.
Do you feel isolated?
I talked to psychologists, psychotherapists, even a psychic, but nobody could figure it out.
Looking for answers?
They all told me there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. I was crushed.
You might have disorder anxiety disorder syndrome caused by the realization that you are completely normal. Ask your doctor about Placebex or Nothing and All so you can have a syndrome to call your own. Placebex and Nothing and All. New from SmithKline Blarney.
Okay, there's one of the pieces I did for Rush. That's a kind of less than political bit that I did for Rush. I've done a bunch of other stuff. When Bill Clinton was in office, I did a thing called the Clint Stones, The Lying King. These are years ago. And listen, you millennials, you won't get it because you didn't grow up with Rush. I'm 50 years old now, and so I started writing for Rush earlier, and lived through a variety of machinations and political, presidencies, including George W. Bush. Obviously, Bill Clinton, and then Barack Obama. Here's another one. This is during the Obama administration. I'll play real quick.
What's for dinner, Mom?
I made meatloaf.
Meatloaf? Not again.
Family dinner nights don't need to be boring anymore, thanks to Old Obama.
Yay!
We're flooding your pantry with great south-of-the-border entrees that are so good, they should be illegal.
Can my friends stay for dinner?
With Old Obama in the house, they can stay as long as they want.
No longer will the flavors of Guatemala, Honduras, and Ecuador be alien in this country, thanks to Old Obama.
Why, the pantry's getting a little crowded.
Old Obama, another fine product of executive action.
Okay, there you go. There's another piece that I did recently. A lot of people think that, I started writing for Rush in the early 90s. We did a lot of stuff through the Obama administration. One more bit, then I'll cover a couple of other issues of the day. Another Rush Limbaugh parody about Obama.
Just because the economy is terrible and you don't have a job doesn't mean you can't throw a party.
Oh, yeah. What am I going to feed my guests?
Have you tried these?
What's that?
Welfare Checks Mix.
This is great.
And it's free from the Obama administration.
How do I get more Welfare Checks Mix?
Just get on party.gov. The pages upon pages of personal information.
It says down for maintenance.
Well, keep trying, buddy. It's the government way. New Welfare Checks Mix from Obamaco. Perfect for your next Democrat Party.
Okay, there you go. Anyway, wanted to share that with you. I thought it's kind of fun. If you would like to hear some of this comedy, just go to Rob Carson Show on Facebook or Rob Carson on Twitter. I know you have questions about that. If you would like to comment on the show right now, the number is 800-288-WBAP, 800-288-9227. I thought we'd kind of keep it light. We talked about movies earlier, and I wanted to share a few things with you. Again, if you get a chance to this weekend, I do a Facebook Live podcast. It's a video podcast. If you're on Facebook, it is very easy to remember. Deplorables Radio. Deplorables Radio. On Facebook, I'm at Rob Carson Show. On Twitter, I'm at Rob Carson. Some lighter stories. Because, by God, we could use some lighter stories, right? A repairman got stuck behind an ATM machine. Did you hear about this? Corpus Christi. There was apparently a tech there, and he got stuck behind the ATM, and somebody showed up, got a note, said, "Please help. I'm stuck in here." Can you imagine this? So he's stuck in there, and he's sending out notes saying, "Call the police. My phone is in the truck," and all this. This is just spectacular. So he started passing notes. And here's a little bit from the story. A police officer in Corpus Christi talking about this guy stuck in the ATM machine.
So he leaves his phone in his truck, and he gets locked inside the building, inside the little area where the ATM machine is. He can't call anybody because his phone is in his truck. He's slipping notes through the ATM, through the receipt, where you would get your receipt. And sure enough, we can hear a little voice coming from the machine. So we're all thinking this is a joke. It's got to be a joke. So everybody's okay, but you'll never see this again in your life, that somebody's stuck in the ATM machine.
So this guy was passing notes. Here's the problem. Guy was in the ATM machine. He's stuck in there. Apparently drained his wallet. The people asking for money, and he had to fill it in. This is an interesting story out of Corpus Christi. Guys, I want to thank you so much for listening. God bless you. Please check out Rob Carson Show at Facebook. Rob Carson on Twitter. See you soon. Rob Carson tuning in on New Talk 820 WBAP. I'll see you soon.
Okay, Monday morning is a special day, and especially close to you, sir.
Yes, because we're at the Big 12 Media Days.
Yeah.
At the brand new Star that Jerry built for us.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm at the Frisco. Well, anyway, we'll be there.
And we get to talk TCU football.
Hey, remember, Mac Brown don't coach at Texas anymore.
Oh,
don't go looking
right.
for him again.
The Big 12. It's all about that Monday morning.
Yeah.
Glad to do it. Fun times with Brian and Hal. We'll see you at 5 o'clock Monday morning on WBAP.
Hi, this is Rick Carlisle, head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, and I want to tell you about My Home Sold. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call the only real estate investment company I trust at 214-305-6666. My Home Sold buys houses for cash and close in as little as 3 days. I've gotten to know Chris and Scott at My Home Sold. They are a local company with a history of delivering on what they promise. I love these guys because they're Mavericks season ticket holders, and I get to see them cheering every game in Section 103. They buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. Chris and Scott are private real estate investors who buy several houses each month, and they want to buy more. They buy inherited houses, divorce houses, behind in payment houses. They even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. They buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and foreclosure houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call My Home Sold at 214-305-6666. That's 214-305-6666. 6666.
Here's automotive expert and nationally syndicated talk show host, Jerry Reynolds.
You've seen it on TV, you heard it on the radio. The summer sales event is in full swing at the 4 DFW 5-star Ford dealerships, the dealerships you can trust. This is the sale you've been waiting for, and 5-star Ford is the place to buy or lease. I know every Ford dealer in North Texas, and I'll only recommend 5-star. Truck buyers, get a 2017 F-150 Super Crew Texas Edition and get $13,000 in total savings after rebates with Ford Credit Financing. Get 0% long-term financing plus $1,000 trade-in assistance on 2017 Mustang, Fusion, Escape, and Explorer. Looking for a lease? Lease rates just went way down for the rest of the month. So don't waste your time driving all over town getting frustrated. Get yourself over to 5-Star Ford in Carrollton, North Richland Hills, Louisville, or Plano. Online at sampac.com.
We're taking care of business.
Sleep expert. Steve, I can sing like that because last night was the first time in a long time where I got a really good night's sleep.
Well, I was going to ask you, you came off vacation.
Yes.
I kind of felt the same way.
It felt good to get back to that bed, didn't it?
It does. You've got the perfect mattress.
It is that time when you're thinking, I want to make sure I got the right mattress for me. If you're shopping for one, Steve Lamb, you can save some big bucks right now.
Well, I got to tell you, this is a good time to go in. You buy one, get one. It's the buy one, get one mattress event underway now at Sleep Experts where you're going to love your mattress. Right now, get a free mattress mattress with qualifying mattress purchase at Sleep Experts all over DFW. Store-wide savings for a limited time. Of course, we talk about it all the time. They're the only ones that have it, the Expert Mats technology.
Because it pairs you up with the best mattress for you. That's right. When you walk in the door, there are tons of options. Let it find the one that best suits your sleeping habits. And it does that when you lie on it while you're awake in the store. It gives you the printout. You take it home. You get 120 days to love it. You'll find it at all 40 locations of Sleep Experts throughout the Metroplex, online at sleepexperts.com.
Say, Bob, you're an accountant. Want to settle a bet for us?
Okay.
I think we should pay off our credit card with the highest rate.
And I think we should pay off our card with the highest balance.
So who's right?
You both are. Look, you're my friends, so I'll give you some free advice. Get a no-fee, low-interest personal loan from EECU Credit Union. You can get a rate as low as 5.99% APR, pay off your credit cards, and save thousands of dollars. You can even get your money the same day. Just call EECU at 800-344-5550.